Okay, good noon, everyone. So today I would like to, before we start, let's say Panganjali Umat Om Swastiastu. So today I would like to continue my last explanation about news item, and I would like to explain about one of the language features of news item now. All right, that is speech. So today I would like to explain about reported speech because in the last meeting I just give a little bit about the explanation of reported speech here. Okay, you can see here, reported speech divided into two kinds, direct speech and reported speech, indirect speech. So we will discuss about the difference between direct speech and also indirect speech, or we call it reported speech. Okay, look at the first one. Here is the difference between direct and indirect speech. The first one is the tense. You can see the difference of tenses of of direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, you can see here when you say it or you make sentence in direct speech, the tense is present simple here. So if you change it into speech, okay, I would like to explain again what is reported speech. That means reported speech is or in bahasa we call it kalimat tidak langsung. Jadi kalimat tidak langsung itu kalian gunakan ketika kalian menyampaikan sesuatu, sesuatu yang disampaikan orang lain, menyampaikan alright? So di sini bisa kalian lihat perubahannya adalah dari bentuk simple present dia menggunakan bentuk past, ya. Nah, ini bisa kalian lihat kemarin saya sudah jelaskan tentang pengecualian pada bentuk direct speech into indirect speech. I'm really sorry. Alright, so you can see here present simple tense, indirect. You can see the sentence is in simple present tense. But in reported speech or indirect speech, so here is change into past simple. Dia akan berubah menjadi bentuk past simple. Nah, di sini ada pengecualian. Kapan saya tidak usah mengubah dari bentuk present simple? Itu adalah ketika di sini kan bisa lihat he said. Nah, ketika di dalam kata ini, dia berkata, said-nya ini adalah simple present. He says, kalau seperti itu kan tidak perlu you don't need to change present simple into past simple, ya. Dan yang selanjutnya, di sini bisa kita lihat perbedaannya. Kalian bisa lihat, she always wears a coat. Di sini he said, ketika kalian menyampaikan apa yang dia katakan, di sini ada kesalahan sedikit. Harusnya she always wears a coat. He said, she said. That would be she said, ya. Harusnya dia she said. She said that she always wore. Ini ada changing, perubahan dari wears into wore. This is the verb 1, this is the verb 2. Ya. Ini adalah verb 1-nya, ini verb 2. Right. Next, you can see present continuous tense. Di sini berubah, ada changing-nya. Jika sebuah kalimat bentuk direct, kalimat langsung, ya. Di sini kalimat langsung, itu bentuk present continuous. Ketika kalian menyampaikan, you want to say it in reported speech, you must change it into past continuous. Perubahannya kan bisa lihat. Present continuous into nah, ini bentuk lampau diucapkan. So you can see the example, she said that, sama seperti yang tadi, kalau seandainya bentuk said-nya ini adalah bentuk present, if it is present, she says, ya, itu tidak perlu kalian ubah into past. Kalau ini bentuknya adalah bentuk past, you must change the tenses. Jadinya adalah that she was looking. Yang berubah apa? Dari am itu adalah to be bentuk present, dan was adalah to be bentuk past. Terus seterusnya, past simple, bila bentuk kalimat langsungnya adalah past simple, you can see give, my friend gave me, into past perfect, ke bentuk past perfect, he said that his friend had given. Jadi dari gave into had given. Dari bentuk kedua menjadi bentuk had yang diikuti verb 3. Past perfect itu adalah had followed by verb 3. Ya. And then will or we call it future. Kita bisa sebut dengan future tense. Ya. Direct speech-nya itu adalah future tense. He will finish. Ya, will finish. Will followed by verb 1. And then it's changed into would. Ya, will change into would and followed by verb 1 too. Future selalu diikuti dengan verb 1. And then can change into could. Bisa kalian lihat perubahannya. May, ya, I may into might. And then must into had to. Have to, ya, into had to. Yeah, that's the changing of the tenses. And that, see, the second thing that you must change in, to change direct speech into indirect speech or recorded speech is, you can see, pronouns. What is pronoun? Pronouns is kata ganti in bahasa. We call it kata ganti in bahasa. So, ketika dia bilang, look at this example, he said, nah ini kan perlu di-change. Di sana perlu, you must change it, ya, into when you change into recorded speech, you must change it into past. Kalau di depannya ini dia menggunakan bentuk past. Nah di sini kita bisa lihat contohnya. He said, yang berubah di sini dia bilang I like music. Sekarang ketika kalian menyampaikan itu bentuk reported speech, you can say he said, I like music to be, he said that he likes. So the changing is, bisa kalian lihat, from I into he. Tergantung sekarang dilihat siapa subjek yang bekerja di sana. Ya. And then, Mike and Tom. Di sini kan bentuk jamak. Ada Mike and Tom. We play football. Jika kalian menyampaikan is changing into the. And next you, ya. You di sini John said that can you see me? John asked me. John asked me karena namanya boleh isi dengan ask me. And then if you could see, bisa kalian lihat ini perubahannya from can into could. Dan dalam bentuk direct speech itu masih ada bisa pertanyaan, tanda tanya atau bentuk kalimat tanya. Sedangkan dalam bentuk reported speech tidak dibentuk kalimat. Maka dari itu ini berubah. Tidak ada lagi kata, tanda tanya di sana. Ya, John asked me if I could see him. They still dia. Said, karena ini orangnya, subjeknya. They have invited, she said, yang berkata, they still using they. Dan she, ya, masih karena di sini she bisa kalian lihat, he said, she works. Berbeda ya. Yang mengatakan dengan si subjek X-nya di sini. Begitu juga seterusnya, hampir sama. Next, kita lihat di sini. Nah, ini selain tadi perubahannya ada yang pertama tense, terus yang kedua itu adalah pronoun. The third one is masuk time and place juga harus kalian ubah. You must change it. From now, di sini ada now, jadi dan. The children are playing outside now. He said that the children were playing outside dan. So just change now into then, today, day, and here into that, this into that, tomorrow into the following day, the next day, and the day after. Next week, the following week, the next week, and the week after. Then continue with yesterday into the previous day, the day before, and last week to be the previous week before, ago to be previously or before, and then tonight into that night. So that's the changing of time and places when you change direct speech into indirect speech. So you can see here, di sini ada penggunaan kata sambungnya. When you make when you change the direct speech into indirect speech, if there is WH questions, yeah, you must change it into positive word order. You can see here. Yeah, here, where is Tondo Street? Can you where Tondo Street is? So di sini ada perubahan, walaupun masih ada tanda tanya. Perubahannya adalah bentuk atau pattern pola kalimatnya. Where diikuti oleh to be kan, diikuti subjek. Sedangkan di sini tidak. Where dilanjutkan dengan subjek. To be-nya ada di belakang. So it's called positive word order. Ya. Yeah. And the second example, itu questionnya. Dia menggunakan WH question what. So you must change it into, do you know what time the supermarket opens? Ya, patternnya yang berubah. What time does? Nah, bentuk kalimat tanya itu setelah WH question ada to be atau kata kerja bantu auxiliary verb. Ya, di sini ada does. Sedangkan pada positive word order kalian lihat the supermarket opens tidak ada lagi. Karena di sini sudah ada kata kerja. Sesuai dengan aturan. Karena ini bentuk simple present tense, ya. Simple present tense, you must add s or es after the kata kerja. So, di sini kalian tambahkan s di belakang tense based on that pattern. Then how much do you earn? Could you tell me how much you? Nah, do-nya juga hilang. Auxiliary verb yang menandakan itu adalah WH question or questions itu hilang to be positive word order. Itu juga yang terakhir. And then yes no question. You can see yes no question di sini diganti dengan if or whether. Diikuti dengan positive word order juga. Are you living in London? I'd like to know if you are living in London. Di sini ada penambahan if, di mana are you living in London itu berubah to be a positive word order. You are living. Harusnya patternnya ketika bentuk yes no question kan are you living. Berubah menjadi you are living because it is positive word order. Dan the second one sama, does John like flying? You know whether John likes flying. Nah, bisa kan lihat sini perubahannya karena bentuk simple present sesuai dengan patternnya. Simple present tense, you must add s or es. Kerja di belakang. Nah, ini yang kedua. Misalkan lihat, did she go shopping? I'm not sure if she went. Nah, di sini yang berubah apa? Bentuk past. Did she go shopping? Bentuk past tense di mana dari go berubah to be into when, menjadi when. Did she go shopping? If she went shopping, she went shopping. Di sini perbedaannya she go shopping, she goes go. Did she go shopping to be if she went shopping. Dan yang terakhir sama, was she a teacher? Itu pertanyaannya dalam tanda kutipnya. Nah, di sini kan berubah, can you tell me whether she was a teacher? Was she a teacher to be she was teacher? Karena from WH question or yes no question, that must be changing into positive word order. Ya. Kita lihat masih ada lagi. Nah, di sini seperti yang saya jelaskan tadi, kalau ada pengecualian, seperti apa saja pengecualiannya dari perubahan direct speech into indirect speech. The first one, the introductory verb is in present. Jadi ini disebut dengan introductory verb. Ini adalah bentuk present. Kalau case-nya bentuk present, you don't need to change the tenses. Jadi kalian tidak perlu mengubah tensesnya. And then, kita bisa lihat yang selanjutnya verb or general threat. Jadi di sini bentuk fakta. Fakta atau kebenaran umum. So, you don't need to change it ya. Karena ini bentuk kebenaran. The planets revolve around the sun. Itu masih berlaku seterusnya. Jadi kalian tidak perlu changing the tenses. Karena tenses past itu digunakan untuk yang sudah lampau. Dan time close or informal. He said his parents stayed while he was still at school. Dan di sini time clause-nya. Bisa kalian lihat his parents died while he was still at school. That his parents died. Nah, di sini sudah bentuk past ya. He was still at school. Berarti ini kan you don't need to change it. Karena ini sudah bentuk. Dan di sini ini sudah terjadi lampau. Jadi logiknya seperti itu. Time clause-nya informal. Ya, time clause-nya informal. While he was still at school. Karena tidak dijelaskan kapan itu, tidak dijelaskan secara jelas. That's called time clause-nya informal. Ya, ini kalimat pertamanya his parents died while he was still at school. And then yang selanjutnya adalah the second or the third conditional. Untuk second or third conditional, coba dilihat. He said, if, nah di sini kan sudah bentuk third sama second conditional. Ini kalian bisa lihat bentuk pengandaian yang bentuk kedua dan bentuk ketiga kalian sudah pelajari di kelas 11. Itu ya, itu tidak perlu kalian change. If you want to change direct into indirect speech, if you see the second or the third conditional, you don't change the tense. Jadi kalian tidak perlu change tense-nya. Ini sudah bentuk past tense. Terus the subjunctive. We wish we didn't have. The children said we wish, they wish we didn't have to ask the exam. So you don't need to change it and then report something immediately. Kalau secara langsung, misalnya kalian harus kalian harus memberi report, itu kalian tidak perlu change direct into indirect speech. Nah, di sini ada penggunaan had, better, terus ada could, would, used to, should, might, ought to, mustn't, remained, and change. He said and might, might-nya still use might, dan seterusnya. Alright, ini simple past sudah saya jelaskan last meeting ya. So, if you have any question, silakan kalau ada yang punya pertanyaan. Do you have any question, please? Okay, because it is our last meeting, so I hope you can prepare yourself with all of our online class. Saya harap kalian bisa mempersiapkan diri dan juga bisa you can watch again ya penjelasan-penjelasan yang ada di di YouTube channelnya sekolah ya. Silahkan kalian bisa cek di sana. If you have any question, you can ask to me. Bisa ditanyakan kepada saya. You can send message to my contact, please. Kalau ada yang ditanyakan, to prepare yourself for your final test ya, untuk final testnya in this semester. So I think the time is up because I would like to close our class. I start the class with Paranganjali. With Paramasanti. Om Santi, Santi, Santi. Bye and see you and have a nice day.